What is going on, my dudes? Sasha here, and of course we are back again with another Genshin Impact video. Today, we are going to be talking about the banners that are actually, coming out here on Friday, which, by the way, just so you guys know, we're going to be streaming live on Twitch with a good punishment stream, and we will be summoning on these banners. But I digress. I'm here to talk to you today on if you should summon on the following banners, Ganyu and Kokomi. Now, as you can see here, we got the units on there. Right over here. Sorry, getting used to this new setup. As you guys can see, we got the brand new setup going on. So, yeah, that's what's going on. But anyways, should you summon on Ganyu and Kokomi? Now, let's go ahead and go down the list first. We're going to talk about the 4-star units that are being featured. Now, Xingqiu. Start up with my boy here. He is fantastic. 4-piece Heart of Depth works fantastic on him, and he does so many great things for your team. He is considered one of the best off-field DPS characters because all you got to do is use him to get the E going and then get your, energy going. Once you activate your ult, every time you do a normal attack, he's shooting swords at the, enemy or wherever you're shooting at. That is fantastic. And the reason why that's fantastic is because the amount of damage that you can do with those swords alongside your DPS, whether it's say Ito, because Ito usually does his, normal attacks as damage. You have Yaimiko, which you're infusing Electro and Hydro with that, so that's already really, really good. And even as a hot Hydro shotgun team, the amount of Hydro damage you're doing with the combination of Ayato, Yelan, and Xingqiu is fantastic. Now, again, not everybody is going to have Ayato, Yelan, and Xingqiu, but Xingqiu is just that good. He's one of the greatest 4-stars in the game today. Honestly, if you are brand new to Genshin Impact, I implore you to summon for Xingqiu. Now, next character. Let's talk about my girl, Sucrose. Sucrose is such a joy to deal with. She has the swirl reactions just like Venti does, so if you don't have Venti, she is a great substitute for that. I'm actually telling people who don't have Venti to use Sucrose because she is just that good. And again, at a 4-star, she's unbelievably good for what you want her to do. She gets that swirl off. She gets 2 E's with, her constellations. And you're going to pull a lot of her anyway. So it makes perfect sense that you would want to have her. And that's really all I could say about it. Now, let's talk about the new character known as Dori. Now, Dori is going to be an Electro Claymore healer. Now, I almost said last Claymore healer, but the last Electro healer that we got was Kuki Shinobu. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. But the last one we got was Kuki Shinobu. And while I'm not ragging on Kuki Shinobu lovers out there because she is adorable, I feel that Kuki Shinobu is not that great. However, from what I've been seeing with Dori and her multipliers, especially based on HP percentage, she's looking really, really good. Now, the one thing that Dori has that Kuki Shinobu doesn't have is that with Kuki Shinobu, whenever you activate her E, you lose a big chunk of your HP. That you don't have to worry about with Dori. Her healing abilities are fantastic, and honestly, you could run her at a 4-piece maiden and be able to do so much. She is not going to be your DPS character. She is going to be your healer. My apologies. But I digress. Dori, I think, is going to be really, really good. I can't wait to try her out. I've heard nothing but good things about her. I know that some people might not like the lolly characters, but she's going to be dope. I can't wait to try her out. So, now let's go ahead and get into the bread and butter of these 5-stars. Now, these 2 5-stars, I have a lot of time sunk into because they are 2 mainstays on my team. I usually use Kokomi as my healer because she is the best healer in the game. Just by far, in my opinion. And then you have Ganyu, who is one of the best DPS characters out there today, albeit, people don't like her boring style. For me, she's adorable and I love her to death. I'm always going to say summon on Ganyu, but that's just me. But let's go ahead and talk about Kokomi first. So, Kokomi's healing is really, really, really good. As much as I meme on her by calling her Kekami, because I don't like her personally. Her healing abilities are second to none in my personal opinion. Now, is she the best healer slash support? No, because I think Bennett is still the best healer slash support. However, Kokomi as a pure healer, out of this world. She literally craps on every other healer in my personal opinion. There is no way that you could get a better healer, especially with what she could do. And not only that, but when you use her burst, her attack is actually not that bad. Granted, you're losing crit rate because she goes like negative 100 crit rate, but you don't need it. Sorry. She's boring though. But you really don't need to worry about the crit rate. You really don't. Now, when it comes to Ganyu, Ganyu is fantastic and I will always simp for her. That's right. I said it. I will simp for Ganyu. However, I do realize people's hesitations. She does have a very boring playstyle. You basically activate your Quillin, or your Quillin flower, however you want to call it. You activate it, you let the people attack it, and you start firing. Start firing with your charge attack. Now, is that the most engaging gameplay? Absolutely not. Is she fantastic? Absolutely. Now, I get it. You want your, Itos or Zhaos. You want to go in there and you want to just, pummel something to death. But, Ganyu, you cannot sit here and say is not worth it. She is still one of the best damage dealers in the game. I use her and Kokomi in tandem because when you activate Ganyu's E, they're going after Ganyu's E. You activate Kokomi's E, they're going to go after those E's, and you're constantly freezing your opponents alongside with your charged attacks. There's nothing that I don't think these two can do in tandem together. It's fantastic. So both of these 5 stars are high-ranking 5-star units. I'm sorry. If people disagree with me, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. They are 2 of the best 5 stars in the game. Should you summon them? Now, here's my thing. There's been a lot of talk with Nilou and Sino in version 3.1 and how they're getting buffed or debuffed and such. But I want you guys to think of it this way, especially you new players. Ganyu and Kokomi are considered 2 of the best 5 stars in the game. There's no denying that. And if people disagree with me, you're entitled to your opinion, but honestly, the numbers that they pull do not lie. With Kokomi being the best healer, in my personal opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions, and Ganyu being one of the best DPS characters in the game, not just my opinion, but many others, there's no denying that these 2 5 stars are fantastic. And with a roster of 4 stars that are almost absolutely needed in certain team comps, I'm hard-pressed to say that, yeah, these are must summons, in my personal opinion. I'm going to say it. They're just all good units in general, and I highly recommend that you guys pick them up if you haven't yet. Now, if you pick them up and you're like, oh, well, I kind of want Constellation, save your Primos. And the reason being is because, honestly, you don't need a lot of Constellations for Kokomi or Ganyu. Do you need Constellations for Sucrose and Xingqiu? They are better with their Constellations. But I'd still say wait. I would say wait. Because, sorry again, it's getting later in the night for me. But with the units that are coming, we don't know entirely how good these units are going to be. And if you're just summoning to get Constellations on Xingqiu and Sucrose, you have better options of doing that. You could save your Paimon currency and buy them there. So if you are new to the game and you are looking for units, these are the banners that you should go for. These right here. These right here. These banners you should go for. There's no denying. If you are a player that is looking for Constellations, yeah, you could definitely go for Constellations on these characters. I'm going for C2 Ganyu. If you are a person or a player that thinks that you only need one and done, these banners are not for you. But that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you guys want to make fun of me because I yawn too much? Is it because it's this boomer's bedtime? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear you guys' opinion. Guys, we are so close to 500 subs. I want to be able to communicate with you guys on YouTube. So please, subscribe down below. I would deeply, deeply appreciate it. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Love you all to death. And as always, We will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Be safe.